What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday to everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing well, staying safe, healthy. If you had to take a COVID test, hopefully you have tested negative. If you had to take a test for anything else, hopefully you tested negative for that as well. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Pandemic Update for Friday, December 1st, 2023. Today we got several things I want to discuss about. Before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If at the end of this video you learn anything, maybe it educated you on the pandemic, on the ongoing health threats to you, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. All right, today we have several things that I want to discuss about. First off, let's just run over a couple things that are happening in current events in terms of news. First off, the pneumonia that we've been talking about, the mysterious pneumonia, it's looking like it's going to be called white lung syndrome. Starting to see that phrase pop up more. That's what they're calling it for Warren County, Ohio. Remember, Warren County, Ohio was the first place in the United States to see this. And it's kind of unusual to see us talk about something that's starting off in Ohio. Normally, when it comes to health viruses, or at least since COVID times, what we have seen is something would start off in the New York City metro area first, just because of all the travel, the population of the area. But this go around, we're hearing about it in Ohio first. We had thought maybe there's something similar going on in DC. Can't really figure out what that's all about. Just a mysterious increase in respiratory hospitalizations down in D.C. So it's in Ohio. I imagine it's not going to take long until we find out about it somewhere else in the United States. And remember, there were actually some pneumonia cases that were ongoing in other parts of the United States earlier in the year. Whether it's connected or not, I don't know. But right now, it is being dubbed as white lung syndrome, not only in Ohio, but in other places around the world. Second of all, we need to talk about RSV. RSV is on the rise in many places. I tweeted several stories last night. It's on the rise in Louisville, Kentucky. It's on the rise in New York State. It's really starting to rise across the country, but places are starting to see significant number of cases, record number of cases. There is a new vaccine out there for it, but from my understanding, it's expensive to get that vaccine. So it's a problem. So right off the bat, that's two non-COVID related illnesses that are out there. COVID, let's get to that. COVID continues to rise across the country. As you know, just last week alone, there were 1,305 deaths. Now that's a lot of deaths. And that means people are still getting severely sick. That doesn't include all the people that went to the hospital and then didn't die and then recovered and came out of the hospital. I'm leading up to something here. There's something I've been seeing a lot of this week when I'm out and about. We just had Thanksgiving in the United States last week, which is a massive super spreader. And there's several things that go on. You have Thanksgiving Day. You have Friendsgiving, which was the night before Thanksgiving. You know, a lot of reasons for people to mix and mingle and meet up with each other. Well, now that that's over, I'm seeing a lot of people going out in the public sick. And I shouldn't have to discuss about this. If you're sick, stay home. But people are not doing that. I saw an instance the other day. A guy was with his daughter, and both of them were just coughing. And the father looked like his face was turning red because he was coughing so much. He was clearly sick. Now, I had an N95 mask on. Both of them completely maskless. Hello. I just talked about 3 different viruses: RSV, white lung syndrome, pneumonia, and COVID. They're out there. I just also talked about COVID numbers. Let me bring this sheet back. Let's see here. 1,305 deaths last week. Hello. I think you need to know that severe COVID still occurs, and the fact that you're going around sick, you know, it could put someone's health at risk. They could get severely infected or infected in general, and you going out sick in public, you know, it passes on like a domino effect. Someone could die because you chose to go out into the public sick. And I'm seeing this, that's not the only case. I'm seeing a lot of cases where people are going out and about, coughing, maskless. I mean, if you have to go out while you're sick, at least, please, mask up with an N95 or better mask. It's the least you can do. Who remembers when we were all in this together? I'm not feeling that vibe right now. I'm just not. I mean, people are going out sick. People are infecting others. It's not a good practice. If we all started masking again now, we could help prevent this winter surge from getting out of hand. Remember, there's modeling out there that suggests by Christmas Day, 1.5 million COVID cases could occur every day in this country. And that's not to say right now is not risky. The time going up and the time when it will eventually peak and go down from that is still really high, elevated levels of COVID and other viruses as well. So it's a really risky period right now. And for reasons like I just mentioned, people going out and about maskless, if you're a high risk, I'm going to say it. It's time to hunker down. It's time for you to consider staying in and limiting how much you go out and about. It's just not safe out right now. It's really risky. If you can afford it, have things delivered to you once again, because there's a lot of people that are just selfish and they don't seem to care. Oh, COVID's over. They said the pandemic's over. Well, yeah, just because maybe you heard that it's over doesn't actually mean it is over, because what has changed? What has changed? People are still getting infected. There's a lot of things out there that we still don't know about COVID, and yet everyone's acting like it just ended because, oh, well, they're not telling us we have to wear a mask anymore, so I guess that means that, oh, see, you don't need the mask anymore. No, that's not true. Nothing's changed. It's still dangerous. Deaths are still well over 1,000 each week, which is absolutely horrible. People are still being hospitalized. Hospitalizations are going up from COVID, RSV, influenza, and now you have white lung syndrome entering the picture. I mean, really? Are we going to just sit back and do nothing and let that become whatever it's going to become, where we could actually do the right thing, clean the air, wear a mask, and actually, do something about it, maybe stop it before it becomes an epidemic or, God forbid, pandemic. Let's hope that doesn't turn pandemic. I mean, come on. We need to take care of each other. We need to respect each other. And we need to continue to mask up. And if you stopped masking, it's time you start masking again. And if you're sick, take a COVID test. Take an influenza test. Get tested for RSV. Find out what it is and limit your interactions with others. Don't go to the office sick. Don't send your child to school sick. Actually do something about it and do the right thing and stay home to try and prevent the spread. Don't go into that convenience store coughing your head off, standing in line, crammed next to someone. Just don't do that. I mean, prior to COVID, if people were sick, they stayed home. They called out sick from work, right? Well, just because you lost a few years of your life, I mean, the lockdowns, I hate to call it lockdown, the safety stay at home orders, they didn't last very long. And it seems to me like, oh, we lost all this time from our life, a few months from their life, from staying home. Oh, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm just not doing it again. I will never do what they tell me to do ever again. I'm going to go out and live my best life. Okay, but if you're sick, you need to stay home. You need to stop spreading illness to others. Because for as long as we keep spreading COVID and other viruses to others, they will mutate. More cases of COVID equals a higher chance of a mutation. And eventually one of these mutations is going to come in severe, and it's going to be something that we wish we could have prevented, because it's going to overtake all the tools, or whatever tools we have developed since this pandemic has started. Okay? So just do those simple things for me. It's not that hard to do. It's actually really simple. Masking in public is really simple. All you do is you go like this. Put the mask on like this. Can you still hear what I'm saying? Yes, you can still hear what I'm saying. It's not that big of an inconvenience. Really, to me, it's a no-brainer. Doesn't inconvenience me at all. Oh, but I have a reputation. I can't be seen in public wearing a mask. No. Okay, maybe you're the popular one. Guess what? You're making a big statement by wearing a mask. That shows that you care. But, they may think I'm sick. Okay, so they think you're sick. Guess what? Maybe they'll steer clear of you and keep their germs away. Got it? Alrighty, that does it for today's pandemic update. I just wanted to clear the air about that. I'm seeing so many people going out and about sick right now, and it's really disturbing to me. Are you seeing that as well? Let me know down below. Are you seeing a lot of sick people out in public? If so, I want to know about it. This weekend, we will do a data-filled pandemic update tomorrow. We're not doing one today because it's Friday. I think it's going to be busy for deliveries today. I don't know. Just starting out my day. Sunday will be the wastewater update. I'm trying very hard to keep those wastewater updates under 20 minutes, but when we have to go back and forth from the CDC site, back to the wastewater scan site, and go through all those other viruses, it is time consuming. And I know some people have been thinking, I don't want to sit through a long video. I get it. It is a long video. Maybe I can somehow try and record earlier and then section off to like each region, like put a timestamps in there saying, okay, from this time to this time, we're doing the Northeast. Then from this time to this time, it's the Southeast. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something. The website's still up there, datareport.info. Want to share a thought? Want to start a thread? Sign up, create an account, and by all means do so. One of the persons I appointed administrator, he actually started a thread talking about, well, the title's been changed, pneumonia and the white lung syndrome, and that thread's going pretty well. If you want to get caught up with what's going on with this white lung syndrome, by all means, check out that thread on my website. It's really loaded with a lot of information. I'll be contributing more to it, and I'm sure others will too. So, yeah, that's what we have for today. That's all I got for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe down below. Remember, you can always follow me on Twitter at COVID Data Report, Blue Sky at Data Report, and of course, you can sign up to become a member and post on my website if you want to. I'll be sharing any news I find later in the day, like I always do. I'll probably tweet out some of the numbers as well, since we don't have them right now. They're not in yet either. New York State doesn't come in until about 11:30, 12 o'clock, so I will see you guys all again tomorrow. Until I see you again next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. Share these videos with anyone who needs to see them. Thanks for watching.